Hi, it's Signe from Sign of Horses. I'm doing another DIY and this is kind of my studio and it's a mess. Well, it's not really messy, it's just there's a lot of unfinished ideas lying around here. So actually my workspace is 0 at the moment. So I'm going to go to the living room where we have a little bit more space, floor space that is, to show you the DIY I'm going to have a go at today. Now, to do these DIYs is always a bit strange because I do them over the days and sometimes I don't even know if it's going to work out, if it's going to end up as I had in mind. So bear with me, I might change my hair, might change my clothes over the few days. Be thankful for it, otherwise I would always look the same. This is an idea I had. This is what I drew up on a piece of paper because I want like a banner, a raven banner flying above us when we go riding. And I had the idea to make this out of wood, put a stick behind it and then have holes along its wings and its tail because they're quite stumpy in the drawing, and then have like fabric and strings flowing from it as we canter along. That's the idea. A friend of a friend cut this out of a leftover shelf for me. I do have a jigsaw, but this just saved me a lot of time to have him do that for me, and I think it looks brilliant. This is something that I had lying about. I bought them at a fun shop years and years ago, and they're like little crow's heads. I think it was around Halloween. And when you find these things, just buy them and save them. That's why you get such a messy studio, by the way, because you collect all kind of knickknacks. Now the idea I have, not sure this is going to work, is to saw this in half, which is going to be a challenge for me. And then have those halves attached to the bird like that, to the bird head, which kind of gives it like that awesome look, I think. This is more like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to take you along and I hope everything works out. So I might, you know, this might get a bit weird. It's not a straightforward DIY where I have everything laid out, like this is all the stuff you're going to need. And then I make it and then you see the end result. It's like, this is what I'm going to do. I might need this, I might go out buy some more stuff, I might have to ditch that idea. I hope it's not broken. It's okay. I'm going to paint up this bad boy, make it black, and take it from there. I have a tiny little bit of silver paint left, just the slightest bottom in the dried out bit I can still use, but I don't need much. I just want a little bit on there to give it a bit of a sheen. Have a cup of coffee, and also saw this head in half, which was a challenge. But I made it. It's filled with foam inside, which I didn't know, and it's kind of like a resin. So the thicker parts of the resin were really hard to cut through. This half is a bit wonky, so I don't know if I'm going to use both halves. We'll see. That's what I meant, like it's a more like go along DIY and see where it ends up at. Pretty cool. I won't say it's a failure, but it's just not working out. These half bits of bird head is like breaking off at all these points, and I just don't think it's worth it. This is my old banner. I had it for years and it did a really good job. Not that incredibly fancy and not that incredibly visible from the edge of the battlefield. But it served its purpose nicely, and now I'm gonna use the stick for my new banner. Recycle! This is the only piece I need. I used leather so it looks kind of authentic. There are some staples visible in the back. I think I'll paint them over, or I'll get some more of these lovely tack nails. I used them all up on my shield. I realized that too late, so I need to buy a couple of more. When the wind catches it, it will turn with the wind and not knock me and my horse over. We have loads of wind here in Friesland. That looks pretty cool, if you ask me. I've gone outside to do a wind test, and I love the leather wings, by the way. They look really nice, and then with the extra flaps it makes it kind of more spectacular, I like to think. I hope. I've got 3 different sizes in there, so I've got the thinner strips and the bigger strips, and I like them all. The last thing I did was attach the strips of fabric, pulled it through the holes, tied a knot in it, and this is the leather wing, and then have it short in the front and long in the back. and that really gives it this lovely feathery feeling, and as I did the tail as well, so that doesn't look too flimsy. There's a bit of color difference in these strips, and that is because these pieces have been in the sun. That's another reason why I love to recycle, because the stuff already looks old and you don't have to age it. I think it looks awesome. Awesome. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. And release your inner DIY banner making Viking as often as you can. I'll see you next time. Bye.